You're listening to Qwerpline here on QWRP-FM. Qwerpline this week is brought to you by Hetty Rossetti's Spaghetti Machete. When you're cooking for an army, fight off their hunger with Hetty Rossetti's Spaghetti Machete. Get sweaty with Getty.
Welcome to Qwerpline. G-Money here with A-Train. How's it going, A-Train?
Not so loud. There was a Pipesman open house last night.
There was a what?
A Pipesman open house. With an open bar.
Ah.
And an open drain.
I see. I assume you made ample use of the open drain then.
Almost exclusively, Graham.
Gross. You might want to back off the headphones a little bit while I welcome our listeners and hope that they have a beautiful morning. Unlike Alex here in beautiful Innsbruck, a capital city. We are required by the Innsbruck Tourism Board to remind you all, of course, that capital being used in this form is the adjective. It's actually the fourth adjective down on dictionary.com, meaning excellent or first rate. Innsbruck, a capital city, and not, in any way, the capital city of Thurston County.
Yeah, those assholes over in Julesburg get that honor.
That's right. Alex, it's always important to know your history, and as we all know, when Richard Thurston founded Thurston County in 1973, seceding from neighboring Greensboro County. He could have selected any of the townships as capital, and he went with Julesburg. No one actually knows why, but everyone has their own pet theories.
You can just say double commies. I'm sure they say worse about us.
First of all, we can't say that, Alex. Secondly, I'm pretty sure that no one in Julesburg knows who we are. The antenna does not reach that far.
Yeah, but what if we got in the mobile broadcast van and we drove it up the mountain?
No.
And then we could get the range and then they would know who we are.
No.
That'd show them.
Time for the news! Community reminder that it's the season for Girl Scout cookies again.
So if you see those tan berets coming, get out your wallet or protect your knees.
What's your favorite flavor of Girl Scout cookie, Alex?
Not the knees.
I like the thick mints.
Oh yeah, those are pretty alright. I think they're double thick this year.
That's real thick. Next up, a reminder from Innsbruck Rec that the community pool is closed for the season, and it has been for the past 3 weeks, but they asked us to remind everyone that it is indeed closed, it is not filled with water, and to please stop breaking in and trying to swim in it. It's already filling up with raccoons, just wait till next summer.
And the raccoons on the pool deck are trained but not certified lifeguards.
Trained for what?
Jesus, I'm tired.
And finally in the news today, Bumper Crop Farms is pleased to announce the opening of this year's corn maze.
Wait, no, seriously, is it corn or is it maize? This bugs me every year.
It's open, and since they planted the corn on time this year, the maze will actually be taller than waist high.
So it is maize.
Let's go now to traffic. And Richter Hammock Slam up in the QWRP Traffic Coopter. How's it going up there, Richter?
Circularly, Graham. Traffic is moving smoothly, Graham, and has been 4 hours now with no stops except occasionally for refueling and sometimes a fresh set of tires.
Where the hell are you, Richter?
The Julesburg Motor Oval, Graham.
What are you doing there?
Hedging my bets.
What?
I peaked early, Graham. Traffic announcing is not the best I can do, I have just realized, and therefore I'm grasping for that brass ring, the ring of the international world of sports. Chet Buntsman is a putz, and I could do his job blindfolded.
Oh my god, Richter, are you blindfolded right now?
I can see it all with my mind.
Well, I can't wait for our next item. Idiot helicopter pilot ruins Julesburg's stupid oval.
Richter, we will talk later, but in an effort to get anything useful out of this, who's winning the race?
I don't know, Graham. Telepathy only gets you so far when all the cars look the same. Back to you.
Thanks, Richter.
Can we go to arts? That sounds less high energy.
Sounds great. Let's get Edith Slump in here.
Wait, can I change my mind?
Good morning, Edith. How are you today?
Well, I'm a little hurt after Alex's remark, but otherwise fine, I guess.
Terrific. And congratulations on winning Turnip Princess at the Harvest Festival.
Well, I always do say that second place is the first loser, but my heart does sing when I put on this tiara.
Well, it looks great on you.
It's so bright.
What are you here to tell us about today?
Well, Graham, the Innsbruck Symphony Orchestra, as we know, is doing its annual Art in the Park concert series.
Right. Which park?
Innsbruck Municipal Park, Graham. The only park big enough to host the symphony orchestra and an audience for them.
Just asking for the everyman at home.
Come on, Graham, I think Neil is smarter than that.
It's true, Neil Everyman has won the Town Hall pub quiz 5 weeks running.
Wow, I guess I underestimated him.
Yeah, the guy's on fire.
Oh, well, all right then. So, Edith, what do they have planned for the concert series?
The theme of this year's concert is attracting young people.
Do you think they can do that?
Well, they're going to try. Thursday night, they're having a Taylor Swift greatest hits montage.
From the symphony orchestra? Don't they have like 8 timpanis?
Correct. But if you've ever wanted to hear Bad Blood played on a solo oboe, Thursday is your night.
I kinda do now.
I admit my interest has peaked as well. However, if you're not a fan of the T-Swizzle, first maybe you should realign your priorities, as she is a national treasure, and second, maybe the Saturday night offering would be more up your alley, where the symphony is getting together to play the greatest hits of Skrillex.
How?
They've got like 9 violins that are going to do the wicka 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 part from Bangarang. Well, Alex, given your current condition, maybe you'd like the Symphony's Sunday night offering more, which is, of course, the return of symphony karaoke.
They're doing what?
That's right. The whole symphony is hard at work learning the solo for Journey's Don't Stop Believing, and I'm personally not going to stop believing that they will be able to keep up with the pace of Rapper's Delight this year.
Whatever poor soul they have on Temple Block is going to have his work cut out for him.
Did you see symphony karaoke last year, Graham?
I absolutely did not.
Well, Graham, unlike you, I'm a patron of our local art scene, and I can tell you that the symphony has been hard at work rehearsing with Ball Hinckley to finally nail Rap God. I've got a clip here if you'd like to hear it.
Please no.
Your loss.
I'll take the loss.
Yep, fine.
Do you have any other art things for us, Edith?
No.
Why do I keep asking that?
That's your problem, Graham.
Well, thank you, Edith. You're always a segment of the show.
I'm not here every week.
Next, we have a caller. Damn it. All right, we have a caller. Let's go to the phones with Happy Gunterson. How's it going, sir?
Gunderson, and I'm not happy.
So loud.
I'm sorry, sir. What is your first name?
Happy. Just happy. But, which I am not.
Oh, boy. Well, what's bothering you, Mr. Gunderson?
The crosswalk in my backyard, as I said previously.
When you speak to the person screening the calls, we don't hear that. So there's a crosswalk. The city's built a new crosswalk outside the back of your house, and that's bothering you. Why is that bothering you?
There's no need for it.
The kid's gotta cross somewhere, man.
Cross my backyard? There's nowhere for them to go.
I assume that you're living in a more rural area, but just because you can see the road from your back window...
That's an assumption too far. When I say in my backyard, I mean from one end of the property line to the other. The road is in the front of my house, and behind me is nothing but scenic desert and a white zebra crossing.
Wait, are you even in town?
No, I'm way out past Highway 3 and Salt Flats.
And the city came out there and built a zebra crossing in your backyard.
3 days of hammering and painting. I got not a lick of sleep during it.
I have too many questions and not enough brain cells today.
I'll help you out, Alex. What were they hammering?
The pavement. They had to pull up the lawn, put down the pavement, then scrape the pavement just to get the paint to stick.
And you didn't get sleep because they were...
Those workers didn't look like they're from around here. They might have broken into my garage and stolen something.
Didn't they only work during normal construction hours?
But they could have come back. They saw my garage.
What do you keep in your garage?
None of your business and none of the city's either.
Okay, that's fair. So I can understand perhaps some sort of clerical error, not realizing that your backyard was within your own property lines, but what two streets are they trying to connect with this crosswalk?
There aren't any streets. It's connecting 2 sections of dirt on the side of my property. This is just the same sort of nincompoopery I expect from City Hall since they put that school zone in my driveway.
Wait. Zebra crossing, school zone. They were talking about this at the meeting last night.
Wait, the secret pipesman meeting?
It's not that secret.
I knew it!
Happy, isn't your house in the middle of the road?
It's a free country. I bought this house fair and square, and it's my property.
Oh, this is all coming back to me now. They were talking about some dipshit who put his house in the middle of a freeway out of spite.
It's a hell of a commute.
Wait, you own the Highway 3 Spite House?
Paid for in cash.
How'd you manage that?
None of your business and none of the city's either.
You're practically a local celebrity, Happy. I've never talked to anyone this unique.
I'm glad you respect my position, Graham.
Sure. All right. What made you want to buy a Spite House in the first place?
The answer, Graham, is in the question.
So going back to your problem, there's a school zone in front of your house where, as we all know, there's no school. You now have a zebra crossing in the back of your house. Why are they doing this to you?
I have no earthly idea.
I can answer this one. Gunderson here doesn't have a monopoly on spite building.
Gunderson and pardon?
Whatever, son. This is classic pipesman wrath you're dealing with. You have no real choice except to move.
Alex is right. It seems like they're trying to drive you out by spite building on your spite building.
Well, we'll see how this all turns out when they find out I've got the mineral rights to strip mine that crosswalk for copper.
And I look forward to seeing what happens when they install the new municipal water park on your roof.
Great. I'm gonna need that water for my tailings pond.
We're gonna need some popcorn.
Yeah, we may have to send Derek out there next week.
Please, can we?
Speaking of Derek,
Damn it.
he is on location at the reopening of the Innsbruck Recycling Center. Let's go there now. How's it going, Derek?
It's great, guys. I'm having so much fun here. Imagine we were making real radio.
Yeah, how's the how's the recycling center, Derek?
It's open again.
Yes, that's why we sent you down there.
It's so cool. It's big and everything's painted blue. Some stuff's painted yellow.
That sounds very similar to how it looked before. What's different now that it's reopened?
I don't know. I wasn't here before when it was first opened.
Do you have that interview we arranged?
Oh, yeah, right. No, she's right here. Her name is Kendra Tiltington, and she's the Director of Waste Management for Innsbruck.
Holy shit, he got it right.
You wrote it on my hand.
Well, fantastic. Go ahead, Derek.
Miss Tiltington, what was it like here in the olden times?
Well, Derek, before we closed the recycling center, it was a recycling center, but we had some problems because although the people of Innsbruck are very passionate recyclers, they didn't quite always understand what was and wasn't recyclable. However, we have now cleaned up all of the bodies, and now we're reopened, but we want to get the message out there about what you can and cannot drop off here at the Innsbruck Municipal Recycling Center.
That's very interesting. I put all my stuff in the blue box.
Derek, that's what's called being part of the problem.
Oh, no.
That's okay, Derek. Do you remember the 3 R's from school?
Reading, writing, and recycling?
Well, Derek, we have 3 R's for the recycling center as well, but it's the 3 R's of things you're not supposed to drop off here. Number 1 is raccoons.
That's right. I put mine in the pool.
Sure. We cannot recycle raccoons dead or alive, and our employees would really appreciate it if the citizens of Innsbruck would stop trying to jam them into the after-hours collections box.
I love the collections box. I once spent a whole night there.
The second R stands for radioactive, and while the Innsbruck police never did track down who left that weapons-grade plutonium here, we cannot dispose of that, and that was a big reason why we had to be closed for 6 months.
How would anyone have weapons-grade plutonium? You need a breeder reactor to enrich uranium first.
Okay, so the third R is a broad category. It stands for, are you serious? Why would you bring this to the recycling depot? This includes things like skeletons, mob victims, empty mattresses, full mattresses, high ordnance explosives, both exotic and domestic, field hockey sticks, bags of razor blades, centipedes, sacks of razor blades, dream catchers, pallets of razor blades, and finally, a kiddie pool just filled with loose razor blades. Please, people, just think about what you are dropping off.
Sounds to me like you don't recycle much at all.
No, Derek, we recycle tons of things here, but only things that can be recycled. That includes things like paper, and cardboard, and plastics, and glass, and garden waste, and offal.
Offal what?
An awful lot of it. Sorry, just a little recycling humor there. Offal is cow guts, and we turn it into raccoon repellent. It doesn't work that great, but...
Did he do it?
Oh my God.
Did he get through a whole interview?
I think so.
Wow.
Okay, so then for all of our listeners, as you heard it here on the radio today, just put all your things in a big sack, and you can bring it on down to the recycling center. They can take care of all of it for you.
No, that is the opposite of what I just said.
But that's what my dad always told me. If I don't want this raccoon, I can just jam it in that bin.
Why do you have a dead raccoon with you now?
I brought it from my collection so I could add to the bin.
No, it's people like you who are the problem here. Oh my God, why?
Back to you.
Stop!
So close.
and yet so far.
Well, coming up to the... Whoa, Alex. Oh, that smells like brimstone. It smells like a cap gun.
Yeah, I'm trying this new mouthwash. I got it at the Harvest Festival.
Gross. Well, when we come back, breaking news, a municipal employee is beating Derek around the head and neck with a dead raccoon.
Good.
And local rally hero the Chuzzler is finally back from Dakar. We'll have him in the studio after this break. Stick around, more Qwerpline after this.
You're listening to Qwerpline here on QWRP-FM. Thanks again to our sponsor, Hedy Rossetti's Spaghetti Machete. When you're cooking for an army, fight off their hunger with Hedy Rossetti's Spaghetti Machete. Get sweaty already!